If you want to have a successful networking strategy in 2023, it starts with understanding how you can introduce yourself to the new people that you meet. In today's video, I'll share a super easy to use 3-step formula for creating the most natural and authentic elevator pitch that'll help you meet new people a lot easier and faster. Welcome to my channel. I'm Anna. I'm a career coach. In my videos, we talk about how to get you hired for that fantastic job you want and of course deserve. You might think that you're great at networking and it could even be something that comes very natural to you, yet not many people actually know how to introduce themselves to new people in an effective way. And by effective, I don't mean transactional. When I say effective, I mean authentic, and I mean a way that encourages curiosity in other people. So in other words, it gets other people inspired to get to know you better. And that in turn creates a very natural foundation for a super productive relationship that could be a great resource in your professional life. By the way, if you want to step up your networking game in 2023, I link to another video in the description down below where I share 5 non-awkward networking tips to help you get a job. So let's start with why you need an elevator pitch in the first place. Most of us live under this great illusion that other people see us as this very unique and different personality that stands out from the crowd. And we somehow believe that if we can see it, then others can see it right off the bat. When in fact, people see us as someone who blends in with the crowd. People care a lot more about themselves than you, and sorry for being so direct about it, but it is actually our job to think about how do we display our individuality and how can we convey something that will ignite curiosity in someone else, especially a stranger who hasn't met you yet and hasn't gotten to know you better. So an elevator pitch is a brief way of introducing yourself, making a key point or two, and establishing that initial connection with another person. Imagine yourself riding in an elevator with someone. This is how much time you have to actually deliver your elevator pitch. And the word pitch somehow creates this pressure or this stereotype that we're pitching something or like we're selling something. So it implies this transactional connotation, when in fact an elevator pitch is simply a way of making that initial connection, which in other words means getting another person interested in you and curious about you. If you're someone who wants to create a very authentic elevator pitch that does not have that pitch connotation in it, all I want you to do is write down 3 facts about yourself. The first fact needs to be candid, a simple, straightforward opener about who you are. For example, you could say, I'm a photographer and I've specialized in photographing large corporate events for the last 5 years. Or you could say, for the last 7 years, I've worked as a software developer in the gaming and e-learning industries. Now, moving on to fact number 2. Let's call it an exciting fact. What that means is we're creating a little bit of a wow effect with a unique feature in your background, or perhaps something interesting about your profession, or a controversial fact about yourself and your unique circumstances. And please don't forget that something that might seem really obvious and trivial to you may not be obvious to everyone else. For example, you could say, I transitioned into career coaching after studying economics and finance for my bachelor's and master's degrees. Or you could say, in the case of a photographer, at every event, I take over 2,000 shots in less than 4 hours, only to select 100 of quality images to present to my client. And finally, the third fact that you're going to be writing down about yourself needs to be valuable, something of value. In other words, how what you do benefits others. For example, if we're continuing the example with a photographer, you could say that I help business teams create great memories together while enhancing their corporate brands. Or, as an IT leader, you could say, I help tech startups unlock their growth potential by putting the right people and processes in place. The great news is that regardless of your background, the industry you're coming from, and the level of your career, it's not that hard to come up with 3 facts about yourself and start testing it out by networking in the real world with real people. The catch here is that you need to be observing which fact is going to grab the most attention and inspire curiosity in other people. In other words, what kind of questions will you receive from the people that you're introducing yourself to, and just note down what kind of things triggered those questions. My best guess is that the second fact, the exciting one, or the wow effect, is going to be the most memorable point in your elevator pitch that most people are going to remember you by. And another bonus point is that this 3-fact framework can actually help you enhance your answer to the most common and usually the most challenging interview question. Tell me about yourself. If you want to learn more about how to ace that question every single time, I'll link to another video in the description down below where I go more in depth in how you can construct a perfect answer for the tell me about yourself question. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, don't forget to hit thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon.